Hello and welcome to the channel, Sudoku friends, and welcome again to our expert puzzle by El País. We are going to see what we can do with this. Such emptiness in box 6, right? That is certainly something we have to deal with. And we can plug in a 9 because of these two 9s blocking these 6 squares and these two 9s blocking these 6 squares. So a 9 must go here. We have this 8 blocking up, and therefore, because of this 8 blocking over, one of these must be an 8. And we're going to have an 8 in one of these 3 squares here. This has got to be a 1, and it's got to be a 1 because these two 1s block up here, and this 1 blocks across, like so. So here's a 1. There is something going on with the 2s in these squares because this 2, of course, blocks here, here, and here, and therefore we are going to have a 2 here. We find ourselves in need of a 6 for this square because this 6 blocks down, this 6 blocks over, so here's a 6. This 6 blocks up, and this blocks down. Here's another 6. 4 squares missing in the center column. Let's see if we can do something with that. Well, first of all, I'm seeing an 8 and a 5 blocking here. So it's clear that these must be an 8 and a 5, these two here. And that means that an 8 and a 5 go in 2 of these 3 squares. Okay? It also means that these can't be 8 and 5. They must be a 7 and a 3. This 7 guarantees that a 3 goes here and a 7 goes here. This 3 and this 3 block these squares, therefore a 3 goes here. Now we find ourselves looking at a pair here of 1 and 3. We got 1 and 3 here, we got 1 and 3 here, blocking all of these squares. So 1 and 3 must go here. And that kind of makes it easy for me to figure out what this must be. It has got to be a 5. And it has got to be a 5 because these are 1 and 3, and this 5 blocks here and here. So, and this 5 blocks here. So here's a 5. And now we are looking for a 7 and an 8 for these two positions. And therefore, this can only be a 2. So 8 and 5, therefore 4, 7, 9. We got a 7 and a 9 blocking here. Here's a 4. 7 and a 9 here now. So 7, 8. What are these? They are a 4, 2, and a 9. We have a 9 and a 2 blocking here. So here's a 4. And we know that this 2 blocks across, so one of these is a 2 blocking across. Therefore, this can't be a 2. The 2 belongs up here in the top row. And the 9, therefore, must go here. Now we have a 4 and a 2 blocking across here. We have a 4 blocking up here. So the 4 must go here and the 2 here. And these, therefore, now must be an 8 and a 7. I can't touch those yet, so I won't. I am going to look at something else. I'm going to look at these squares, a 1, 4, and a 5. 4 blocks here and here. So here's a 4. Here's a 1, 5. 5, 1, 1 over here. No, I'm not sure about that. We got 4s here or here now. And 4 blocking over and up. 4 up here. Maybe I should have a look at the top row. 7, 8, 4, and a 9. 7, 8 here, 9, and 4 here somewhere. 9 here, here, 4 here, here. 7, 8. This is, yes, a 4 or a 9. But I don't think I can get any closer to the solution for that block right now. It should be possible to do something with the 4s in block 6. We have a lot of 4s blocking, like so and so and so and so. So yes, a 4 must go here. So 7, 8, 2, and a 3 still missing in column 9. 7, 8 we know is here, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2, 3, 7, 8. No, I don't think so. But since we have a 1 either here or here, and we have a 1 here, and we have a 1 here, we know that a 1 for column 2 must go here or here. I'm not sure I can use that for anything that makes sense just yet. I'll try to keep it in mind, though. Might be able to do something clever with the 6. I'm not sure. We have a 6 and a 6 here blocking like so. All it tells me is that a 6 can't go here or here. We have a 6 blocking across here. So a 6 could go here, yes, and here and here. Oh yeah, well, nice try, but no cigar. I want to have a look at column 7. We still need 5 numbers, but there's something going on with the 8s, I think. Let's see, this square must be a 7 or an 8. This square can't be an 8. This square can't be an 8. So we got 8 possibility here, here, and here. And now the 3s, 3 blocks here and 3 blocks here. I think there is something funky going on. And I'm thinking about the 3 and the 7 and the 8. And because we got a 3 here and we got a 3, 7, 8 here. So this cannot be a 3, 7, 8. So let me go through that again. I have to convince myself that I'm onto something because I'm not sure. This is a 7, 8. This is a 1, 5. I think we know that. This here can not be a 1 because this 1 blocks over one of these is a 1. So it cannot be a 1. It cannot be a 2. It can be a 3. Can it be a 5? No, it can't because 5 goes here or here. So it cannot be a 6 either, nor can it be a 7 or a 9. So this is a 3 or an 8. This is a 7 or an 8. So now let's look at this square. So far we got a 3, 7, and an 8 in these two squares and a 1, 5 here. Now let's look at this square. It cannot be a 1, 2. It can be a 3, but not a 4. It cannot be a 5 because a 5 goes up here somewhere. It cannot be a 6. It could be a 7 or an 8, but not a 9. Yes, so we got a 1, 5 pair here and a 3, 7, 8 here. Is that going to be useful at all? Well, it just might be useful because we found out that this is a 1, 5. And I have been kind of desperately looking for a 3. Since this is a 1, 5, it can't be 3. That is pure logic. And this 3 blocks down, this 3 blocks over. So a 3 must go here. Now what does that mean? For these 3 empty squares in column 9, they must be an 8, 2, and a 7. We know this is a 7, 8. 7 blocks over here. What about the 2s? 2s block down. Why can't I find a 2 somewhere? Well, it might occur to me later on. So let's look and see if the 3 made any changes of value in the bottom row. Now we don't need a 3 anymore. We need a 2, 9, 7, 8. Oh yes, 2, 8, 7 blocks here. Here's a 9. Now we know that this is a 7 and this is a 9. Perhaps that helps. We found this 9 now, and we have this 9 blocking like so. We have this 9 blocking like so. So here's a 9. 7, 8 here, and a 4 still. Now the 7 and the 7 block here and here. So here is a 7 and here is an 8 finally. This 8 blocks across. We know that these are 1, 3. This 8 blocks up. Here is an 8. And therefore this must be a 4. This 4 blocks down, so does this. And this blocks over. Here is a 4, the last 4 of this grid, by the way. 7 and 7 block here and here. Here's a 7. What about these? There must be an 8 and a 2 by the looks of it. 8 and 2. 8 blocks over. No, not quite sure about that. Still a 1, 5 here. 7 down here. 3. We found out that one of these is a 3, right? Still 1, 5 here and 1, 5 here. And therefore, this can't be a 7. We have a 7 and a 7 blocking these squares. So here's a 7. And across here, we need to find a 5, 1, and a 3. This is a 1, 5, of course, and the 5 blocks here and here. So that is not a 1, 5 anymore. It's a pure 5. And that makes this a 1 and this a 5. Now we got this 1 blocking here and this 1 blocking here. Here is a 1. This is turning out to be another good puzzle by El País. They are really fun to work with. What are these? 3 and a 1. 3, 1. This was a 2, 8. 8 blocks over. Let me look at these. They're also a 2, 8. The tropical rain that is currently thundering down on the tin roofs of all the houses in the vicinity is really distracting. It makes me difficult to hear myself talking, but we shall prevail. Yes, the 5, of course, blocks up here, and this is a 1, 3, so 5 goes here, and this must be a 6. We have a 6 blocking down now here, and 1 6 blocking across, and 1 6 blocking across. Here is a 6 blocking up, 6 blocks down, 6 goes here or here. We also need a 1 and a 3 for the column. 1 blocks over, that's all we can say. So let's look elsewhere. We should be able to finish this puzzle shortly. And we can begin with these squares. They must be a 1, 2, and a 3. We got a 1 and a 3 blocking here, so here's a 2. This is now a 1, 3, and a 1, 3, and a 1, 3, and definitely not a 1, 3 here. Let's see if we can break this puzzle without resorting to unique rectangles and their particular logic. And we should be able to do something because this 8 now blocks across here, so here is an 8. And that gives us this 8 here and a 2 here. 2 is blocking up and down, giving us this 2 blocking across. We got these 2's blocking up and down, so here's another 2. We need a 1, 3, and a 5 for these squares. We got a 5 blocking here, we got a 5 blocking here, so this is a 5. And therefore, we didn't need the unique rectangle because it couldn't be 1, 3 now. Since we found this 8, we can enter an 8 here and a 7 here. This 7 blocks up, this 7 blocks across. Here is a 7. Now we just need to find this 3, and that is easy, and that gives us a 3 here, and here, and here, and therefore a 1 here, a 1 here, and a 1 here. Here we need a 6, and that gives us a 6 here. 5s and 8s still to be placed. 5 blocks here, giving me an 8 here, and therefore an 8 here, and therefore a 5 here. Was kind of a unique puzzle. Well, all puzzles should be unique, but it was unique in the way that it required me to think in slightly different ways than I usually do. I hope you enjoyed this puzzle and that you'll come back for more soon. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.